Cassie has come to our place afterwards. You get what I'm saying? I know her, I know him, I know the situation. He never sex trafficked Cassie, ever in life.
All right, y'all, we got Wack100 talking to DJ Academics about the Diddy verdict. Y'all better lock in, like the video, and subscribe. Let's get it.
He's gonna get about 3 years. That's what he's gonna get.
You said 3 years?
I think they're gonna give him 33 months. Because the good thing about it is it has a roof of 22, but it doesn't have a mandatory minimum. So the judge could do what he wants. If he had a mandatory minimum, he'd be fucked. The judge would be, he had to do the guidelines, right? So,
why do you think they won't give him time served? Even though, by the way, he did go to trial less than a year. So time served would be really nice.
33 months. He'd do another year and be going to the halfway house. Either way it go, Diddy be free in 2026. Worst case. Well, I think 33 months.
Well, here's the thing. So they're not arguing about sentencing today because sentencing isn't today. It's bail. Do you think they let him out on bail until sentencing?
Yeah, if they don't plan on sentencing until a couple months, they'll do that. They'll do it and hope he fuck himself. They'll do it.
Did you think that he sex trafficked Cassie, or did you think that Cassie?
No, I know, bro. Listen, I didn't tell you, but bro, listen. Cassie has come to our place afterwards. You get what I'm saying? I know her, I know him, I know the situation. He never sex trafficked Cassie, ever in life. That's like me sex trafficking out R&B. What we do is what we do. What they did is what they did. If you get a chick, right, and a man is supposed to mold that woman as that woman is supposed to mold that man into what makes them happy. You get what I'm saying?
Well, you do know if she mad at you later that you still balling and she broke, she gonna say you groomed her, right?
Yeah, but see, this just said you can't do that. See,
no, I agree.
What fucked me up was how the are you sex trafficking and flying your woman around and Cassie lived with this man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cassie lived with this man, so if it's like, baby, we finna go to Miami, we going to our other house. Cassie sleeps in the master bedroom.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? So what the fuck is, if I'm in Paris, baby, I miss you. I'm going to send you a flight. You get what I'm saying? So, nevertheless, listen.
They were definitely trying to criminalize flying out. I ain't even going to lie. They were trying.
Yeah, so, and which was crazy because it's really a gesture of being a man. Mm-hmm. If a man want to see a woman, you supposed to send for her. You're supposed to provide ground, provide food, room, board. You're supposed to. So, it's a good thing. He did it up under a year. He'd be all right. I think worst he's going to get is 33 months. I believe they're going to let him go. Until sentencing. If I was him, I wouldn't even want to be let go. Fuck that. Let me get mine out the way.
Hey, I talked to 6ix9ine about that. He said the same thing. He said his lawyer should tell him, yo, you already in here. The hardest part is getting used to being back in here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just do the months now. Just do it now.
That's what I would do. I wouldn't even let me get this shit out the way. I'll tell you this. I'm going to tell you who's going to win the most out of this.
Who?
Young Miami. Bitch, stay down. You ain't heard a peep out that lady.
That's a fact. You think she gonna rejoin the crew? Young Miami.
I don't think she never went nowhere.
So you think she gonna be fucking with Diddy again?
I don't think she never stops.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Diddy gotta get married. I suggested he get one girlfriend and one boyfriend.
He don't gotta get married. He don't gotta. You can't force.
No, Wack. Here's the thing. He got in trouble because he was on some homoerotic shit, some bisexual shit or gay shit. He need to get a boyfriend and a girlfriend. That's it.
You get in trouble for being on gay shit. That shit is socially accepted.
No, but he was hiding it. That's why he was hiding the prostitutes. He should just get a girlfriend and a boyfriend and he good.
Hey, listen. Young Miami said, I ain't even see her pop out with another nigga.
Get him a nice boyfriend like YK Osiris or something like that. Get him a good boyfriend.
You wild. You're
that's
wild,
gonna be loyal to him. That's gonna treat him good. That's gonna be able to give him all the semen he need to play with, and he good. He good.
You wild.
He just need a boyfriend. Who would you suggest for him to be his boyfriend? You could tell he got a type. First of all, his type with women is Asian women. What do you think his type is with niggas?
I don't think about that shit because I don't know what a nigga type would be.
Well,
my mind.
I get that, but we got to be realistic. You realize that Diddy was doing all this to conceal this behavior because he knew that the public wouldn't accept it if he was a mogul free. We only found out about this.
Yeah, but they would have accepted. I just think he didn't want to tarnish his little gangster image.
He been around. You told me Diddy ain't had no gangster image. Diddy been around through the 90s. He had a reputation. He didn't want to come out as one of those because people were gonna call him a homo thug or whatever. Now we all know it's out in the open. He need to find himself a nice boyfriend. Maybe it's a Meek Mill lookalike. I don't care who he gets. He just gotta get a nigga that.
Man, y'all gotta cut the Meek Mill slander out.
No. I ain't say Meek Mill. I said a lookalike. Like that might be his type.
Yeah, man, listen. I don't think he got to get married and shit. I don't think he's the type of dude that needs to be married. I think he needs his space. And I think he flips out sometimes.
He got to slow down, though, because he just realized every chick except Young Miami and the Gina girl, even though she was about to flip, but she decided not to.
Right. I don't think, listen, bro. I don't think Diddy the type of dude that can be tied down like that. He needs to move around.
Yeah, but it's that caused him to be here, Wack. It's that caused him to be here. You heard what 50 Cent baby mama said. She said,
what?
If I'm doing the freak-offs with you, well, why is Young Miami always posting pictures with you and on the jet and in Turks and on the yacht? It was jealousy. They were looking at it to say, I'm doing the shit, but I'm not getting the benefits. It's jealousy. These girls were jealous of another woman. They were jealous of other people's position.
He respected Young Miami in a different way.
Yeah, but they were upset about it though. They were upset about it. Daphne Joy, 50 baby mom, testified to it. If you promised you gonna bring me to Turks and you went there with her.
Everybody ain't for everything. Yo, Act, I'm gonna be real. I came front, bro. When I separated, I was going to the Diddy life as far as I'm just gonna move around how I move around with who I want to move around with.
How many freak-offs did you do?
No, I didn't do none. What I'm saying is that I was never gonna settle down again. Because I had been in the box for 30 years. You get what I'm saying?
True.
I was living a married life as a child, 14 to 44. I wasn't like, when I was 14, I wasn't at the house, bro. I was in the streets, had my own spot, paying, I remember $9.50 for rent and fucking with Necker, tennis courts in the condo. I was buying school clothes for my woman, and you get what I'm saying? So I went from 14 to 44, so I wasn't going to ever settle down once I broke loose, but I found a fucking full deck of cards.
Hey, and let me tell you this, the only reason why I say he got to calm down, and trust me, I'm a person, I don't know if I'll fully calm down, so when I'm saying this, I might be hypocritical with it, but what I'm saying is that when I looked at his roster and I looked at his deck of cards, there's only a few women who stayed solid with him. The rest of them folded, or the rest of them said,
they folded.
Or the rest of them looked at him and said, yeah, I got love for this nigga, but he done. Let me get my money and bounce. KK stood down for him. She was not gonna take the stand. They called her his co-conspirator. We ain't seen her yet. You get me? I know he not doing nothing sexual with his bodyguards, but his bodyguards, not one of them took the stand. They know his innermost secrets. They've seen him do everything. Not one of them took the stand. All of them fly-by-night girls that he was dealing with, fucking this here, fucking this here. He would give her a bag here, give her a bag here. When them bitches realized that he might be going down, they all filed lawsuits themselves, or they took the stand against him. They turned on him. I don't know if you read the whole thing. I sat through this whole case, man. It's a little bit disgusting. When it come to 50 Cent baby mama, when she heard that Cassie got 20 million, she started negotiating with Puff that she could get her exit plan. She said, give me 400,000 a year for the next 3 years and I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. Cause she told him, when I read the lawsuit by Cassie, I felt I was reading my own trauma. And Puff said, trauma?
Nah, but nah, he lying cause she ain't went through what Cassie went through.
No, of course she a hoe. Of course she lying. But that's the thing. Everybody folded on him, and that's what you realize. Like, Diddy was out here up $1 billion, and he was taking the chances with people who would snake him for 500,000. And that is the thing.
Yeah, you're right.
So when I say slow down, I'm like, listen, even if say he got 4 or 5 girls, just make sure it's 4 or 5 trusted girls. You can't be like some of these people, they will snake you.
No, hey bro, that's all day long. This is why I'm blessed, bro, because I don't even gotta think about no bullshit.
Yeah,
Like,
that's good.
Act. If you R&B tells you that nigga was cheating on me, run content on me for a month. As the dumbest donkey. When I tell you, bro, listen, I told her, when I tell you, it's nothing that I desire that she ain't providing, that's just real. And they out there, bro. But you just gotta be right. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing too, though. You see, Diddy's now 55. And I also said one of the fatal mistakes he made is that he was running around here competing with his sons. Look, you gotta.
He was fucking his son's bitches.
Yeah, you gotta read the
room. Bro, the Harvey chick, that was his son's bitch.
Yeah.
He started fucking the bitch.
Now he a demon.
Lloyd Harvey.
Nah, he's definitely a demon for that. But again, I think on a man level, I think we realize that, you know, I think Diddy looked at it to say, I got the bank account. Of course, I'm supposed to be fucking 20 girls a month, you know? And then you get to realize what happens in the trail of your path is that a lot of these women get hurt. They now start moving with vitriol. They come back and they said, well, I only did A, B, and C because you promised me D, E, and F, or I needed you for my rent. I needed you for my car note. Then what they were trying to get put into law is that the law would have been, oh, because she depended on you for rent and you had a power control over her, you were sex trafficking her. But the law clearly said, no, that's not true. That's not true.
That's cap.
That's not true.
That's cap.
Now, as of right now, we still trying to figure out if Diddy is going to get out today. I'm assuming on house arrest to Star Island, one of his cribs or one of his houses. I sound like that dude from Baby Boy. What does a man call his house? A crib. Anyway, look, I think Wack had a couple of good points. I don't know if y'all saw this, but Young Miami was one of the first people to kind of post and celebrate when Diddy was found not guilty of 3 of the 5 major charges. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy got back together with Young Miami. She might be waiting for him. And hell, she could have been on the phone talking to him every day while he was locked up. Some of y'all think Young Miami went somewhere. Young Miami could have never went nowhere. Okay? But I do agree, whatever he does, he needs to change his lifestyle. I think a lot of people kept bringing up, hey, eventually a lot of the bigger guys, they settled down. Jay got married. Diddy was like the only one who never settled down. Maybe if he was married, he could have avoided some of this stuff. Maybe if he put a ring on Cassie, he could have avoided some of this stuff, right? And so, yeah, his lifestyle does need to change. It really does. And hopefully this is a wake-up call for him, but not just for him, everybody. Look, you can do what you want to do in private, but make sure you're doing it the right way and everything is consensual, all right? So y'all tell me what y'all thought about Wack100's take on the case. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe. If I got any more updates for y'all, y'all know I'll be back. I'll see y'all in a few. Peace.